let me tell you my version of what I think is happening with the Trump oil stuff, because it kind of does make sense, and it doesn't make sense, and I think there is an angle that is gonna make it make sense, because like going into Venezuela for the oil without any boots on the ground, I don't think so U.S. companies that have had their assets seized twice, they're gonna go in without boots on the ground. But what I think is happening is that Donald Trump is kind of like doing venture capital on the scale of an entire country. So my point is that the financialization of the economy has created like a financial sector which is like much larger than the real production economy. Speculative assets that are they contain more value than the actual production. So it's actually more valuable to control the narrative and increase the speculative assets, which stocks are just one of. But if you make investments going through like venture capital firms and private banking, and you can actually create a lot of money because those investments then they are backed by loans, which actually increase the amount of money supply, as you know, where loans create money. So that's what I think is going on, is like what Trump is actually going to make the numbers look good, because all those investments are based on kind of like the narrative futures of oil companies and all the relative industries. So stock price go up, even though like no oil is actually going to be pumped from the ground. And the same thing I think is happening with the AI, with the tech sector has kind of also. So it's kind of like this virtual money system that's kind of like chugging on, and all it needs for fuel is kind of like this control of the narrative. So I hope that kind of helps, because that's what I think is going on, because it's materially it's not really making much sense, and Trump, most expert liar maybe after Vladimir Putin is the champion, but Donald Trump is definitely a nice second place.